It still didn't go in? Huh? So Brandon, out here, we're out here on Monday night. It's hot, isn't it? Yeah. So, but you said it was hot in Ohio too, though.
Very hot in Ohio.
So out here on Monday night, just got off work, and Brandon is working on. My guess is that's probably for the camper.
It is for the camper. Some
kind of slider motor or something like that. He's having problems with a roll pin or whatever. But these are valve springs here for my race car. But well, here first of all, no video from the race this weekend. Karen and I didn't go. Karen and I are you know, is his mom and I. We ended up having a 50-year wedding anniversary for my mom and dad, and so Karen and I was not able to go. Brandon and Kyla went to go race in Ohio this past weekend, and ran off, and we did not take the cameras, so no video. And but anyway, you guys probably didn't miss anything because it wasn't that spectacular anyway, right, Brandon? No. So there wasn't nothing really spectacular happen. But anyway, we'll go over the race. So what happened so I'm sure a lot of our viewers want to know, Brandon. Unfortunately, we don't have the video, obviously. But so let us know about your trip. Let us know about Friday, what happened Saturday, that kind of stuff. Just give us a rundown of what happened, and we'll sort of do this. And maybe I'll include some kind of video of the start, and so we can hopefully still don't know what happened, but maybe get an understanding of what happened.
Yeah. Showed up Friday expecting a dusty race, actually, and got there, and it was actually really muddy. The roads were really wet, muddy, hard to find parking, just sort of a mess. And so tried to bike the track Friday, couldn't bike it, it was too nasty. So I kind of went to the race blind. We biked the first like 4 corners of the race, and that was about it. So got the bike ready, everything was ready to go. Made actually a last minute decision to switch over to 12 volt instead of 24 volt. The bike seems to start better actually in 12 volt over the 24 volt. And not sure if it just turns the bike over too fast using the 24, but so I used the 12 on the start, and obviously it was hot, sweaty, drank a bunch of water that morning, and really close to getting the whole shot, I thought. I was gonna probably be on the inside of Landon and going into the first corner, and I got T-boned or something. I haven't seen a clear video of what happened on the start, but I got turned a little bit sideways, and what that caused me to do was counter-react. So I instantly turned the bike. It was a right-hand corner, so I turned it instantly left. And what that caused was a left front axle broke in the very first corner of the race. And so that happened. Obviously, these things in two-wheel drive, not a very fun ATV to drive, and obviously the mud didn't, and the slickness up there did not help at all. So end of the day in 6th, I was more tired running 6th than I was trying to win the race. So it wore me out. The bike I was all over the place on it. I probably looked crazy going by, but it's hard to drive these things in two-wheel drive, and we're used to running them in four-wheel drive. So it was a big learning experience. Just, it sucks because we gotta be finishing these, and it just seems like we're not getting there. So,
well, the last two we've had issues, and the last race, this last race was broken left rear axle. The race before that, battery died on us and comped out on us. So anyway, still fared out with a 5th and a 6th place, which could be a lot worse. Okay, so but anyway, we'll take it. But those are our mulligans, so we got to continue going. So, but anyway, all right, I'll let you get back to that. I'll go over here and show the folks some stuff. But so anyway, so let me explain to you how it happens in 4x4 racing. Is amateurs get to drop 4 races. Okay, 4 races in the year out of the 13. Well, when you're in the pro class, you get to drop 0. So every single race counts for every single point. So it is imperative that we try to get the best position that we can every lap and every race. And anyway, fortunately, the battery conked out on us, and still don't know why, but put a new battery in it, and it started right up, and so it ran good. But Brandon also, he told you also that he did, we also think that this quad starts better in 12 volts instead of 24. Some of you guys, rethink that instead of spending the money on the 24 volt. Listen, we think it starts better in 12 volt, and honestly, he got a good start. It appeared what happened was he got a good, the bike started up fine and went down in there and just got hit in the rear. And it turned him sideways. When it turned him sideways, it took the left front tire and kinked it really hard to the left. And when it kinked it really hard to the left, it just busted the knuckle. So fortunately, a couple fortunate things happened is the axle didn't, if I don't know if you can see this, but what it does, it busted this knuckle out here on the outside. So that allowed him to continue racing. If it breaks this inside out here, this pushes out, and then we got diff fluid and this thing slinging around. So fortunately, it just busted inside the knuckle there, okay, and that allowed him to still make the, still continue with the race because this axle wasn't flopping around. But we think what happened was that wheel got turned really tight. We think it got turned really, really tight, and that's what happened. And basically, so then at that point he only had two-wheel drive. Only the rear tires were pulling. Sorry about that. I had to, wife just pulled up, had to talk to her for a second. So anyway, as you can see, so it busted that left front axle. So Brandon was only in two-wheel drive, and these things in two-wheel drive, they don't handle like a sport quad. It's 800 pounds trying to get it to go up and down the hills and all that stuff, and it just spins like crazy. And then also the braking, when you go to brake, you got to use a lot of front brake because it doesn't have the transmission to slow it down anymore. So anyway, so Brandon had a hard time. Okay, he did very well with what he did, but or what he had, but that happened on the very first corner of the very first, right after the green start. So and then of course, after that happened, he was last going into the woods, and just hard to make that up. But anyway, so we don't know. We did see there is a tire mark right there, so we're thinking that somehow or another the tire got caught up in there, and then I don't know. We don't know, but anyway, nevertheless, that's what happened, and that's part of racing. And if we wouldn't have broke the axle, it'd been fine. But when it broke the axle, it ended our day essentially. Still able to race, but you're not going to be competitive. These things do not like two-wheel drive, so he always runs it in four-wheel drive. So also our friends at B&R Motorsports, Ryan hooked me up with these bells. These bells here. Brandon's been running the wide wheels on this particular quad here, and the quad is merely 2 inches wider than what he should be. Well, because he don't like the other wheels, so we got these bells here from Robert at B&R, and we'll be changing those probably sometime this week. I would say got some GVC tires coming. Also, I'll ask him, he's over there drilling or something now. Hey Brandon, when did you say those GVC tires are coming? What are we thinking?
They're coming, but I did get a confirmation I am getting them soon.
All right, we are getting them soon, and quite a few.
Yes.
All right, so hopefully we can get a new set of tires from GVC and put those brand new wheels on there. So let me get you sort of caught up a little bit. You see the race car sitting there. That's a whole nother story. I've got to do something. My what do you call it? The pissed off meter is like pegged, and I need to ride something or race something. And thought about getting back on a four-wheeler, and I may still do that at some point, but right now, just not feasible. I got to go have some more work done, that kind of stuff on my head. But so I pulled my race car out back here just to start looking at it, massaging on it and everything, and I got to do some valve springs and some other stuff in it, and maybe even do a motor. But anyway, I'll start racing again, something, and before too long, because I'm about to go crazy, to be honest with you. I enjoy going with Brandon. I enjoy watching the youth riders and our kids, but it's different. You know what I mean? I just need to be, just been a competitive person all my life. All right, so this is our issue. Brandon has been trying to locate an axle. Axles are back ordered, and so can't get them. Ryan at BNR will have some on Thursday, and that's going to be too late. So we got to make a decision what we're going to do here, and we still haven't made it, to be honest with you. This is Monday night right after work, and we still haven't made this decision. Still pondering over it. So we could merely pull an axle out of one of these other four-wheelers sitting here and put in that one. But we really don't, just don't like doing that, but we could. The other option is he could run this one. This is the one this is our newest bike. He ran at the Florida Trail Rider Race, and it had electrical gremlin in it of some sort that killed the four-wheeler and took us out of the race totally. We still haven't really found nothing that said that that's the problem. So we still don't know that we've cured anything. That the quad basically lost all power. No screen, no nothing. I mean, just like you pulled the battery cable loose from the battery back there, which obviously we have checked all that, and Brandon didn't seem to find anything with all that. We did have the air box off there. Thought it was something up underneath there. Turns out it was nothing. So this does have a new style Can-Am Renegade front end in it. That's that Brandon's been testing. So anyway, so we don't know what we're going to do yet. We could pull an axle out of this thing, pull an axle out of that, and put in that, and that bike will be, you know, we can just turn it around. So the other little problem is the quad's got to be on the road on Thursday afternoon. Terry Hancock, which is one of Brandon's sponsors, Edgewood Landscaping, they are going up to the Mid-East race this Saturday and racing that with the youth riders. And Brandon's quad's got to be in that trailer, and from there he's staying at Santo Teresi's for a few days in North Carolina, and then he's going to PA, Pennsylvania, which is our next GNCC race. So Brandon's quad's got to be raced, prepped by this Thursday, and in the trailer, because it's got to be hauled up there by Terry Hancock with Edgewood Landscaping. So our issue is we're trying to, of course, we can't get the axle. I can't get a new axle. We got some used ones, so we got some used ones over here too. It's got some time on them, or we can pull some of these out of here, whichever way we want to do it. And then we could turn that quad around. Although Brandon really wants to run this one here, but just don't know that we've got anything fixed or whatever on that one. So I don't know what he's working on that slide motor on that motorhome thing out there. And I told him, I said, we'll just think about it. Got my mom and dad coming over here in a little bit. Gonna hang out with them for a little bit, and then we'll decide what we're gonna do. So that's where we're sort of at. Not a lot of stuff been happening, man. Just been busy. Been really busy at the kart shop. This is summertime, and normally it's not like this. But it has been crazy busy. And between Brandon, you know, Brandon comes home and he works on his ATV stuff, and then that kind of stuff. We just don't get a lot of stuff done around here. That we need to get done. It's just time just seems like it just rolls and rolls and rolls. So we come home, we work our fingers to the bone, just can't keep up, you know, can't keep up with anything. So, but anyway, so that's where we're at. I just wanted to catch you guys up. Apologize, there's no video from the race this past weekend, and you know, we weren't able to go. And my mom and dad celebrated their 50th year wedding anniversary, and had a big party over there on Saturday, and then again on Sunday. And so Brandon and Kyla, you know, that they all went up there, and then just forgot the GoPros. So anyway, it's all part of it. And so we'll get you guys some racing action here. We're going to PA. I think it's called the Mount Morris GNCC race here in a couple weeks. So Brandon has fell back to second in points. This past race hurt him again. So we got to get better, and Brandon knows that. And we know that, and it's unfortunate. It's not because of lack of us not working on the four-wheelers and lack of effort. It's just, I don't know what happened with the battery. Maybe we just need to change them things and keep them swapped out. The axle thing was just an accident, just part of racing. So anyway, we're looking forward to rebounding, and we got Pennsylvania coming up, and then we got Snowshoe, and then we get a little bit of a break, and then we're going to hit it. So promise you one thing, we're going to work hard, and we'll continue. So that's what we'll do. So as always, guys, I appreciate you watching our videos, and like, comment, and share our videos, and we appreciate everything. I thank you guys for watching.